Hello and welcome to another FS19 mod review. So we are looking at these 2011 AR tractors from UNM Modding. Dino is back. He's still alive and well, and we have some John Deere's again for us to take a look at. So we've got quite a range here in various setups. Lots of options on them. We'll see as we go along them, with or without IC, the old style IC. Start with the 8235 on the end here, which is as it comes in the shop. As we can see, release date is to be confirmed on these, but it assures me they will be released, as will the 6 series John Deere's, which are outstanding at the moment. So moving along, we have the 8260R with a small set of front weights, no front fenders, wide Trelleborg tyres against the narrow ones next door, and green start and left beacon. Choice between auto power and IVT transmissions as well. You see the size of the weights is increasing as we go down. We've got front and back fenders on the 8285 along with rear wheel weights. I've noticed there's a slight issue with wheel nuts on the front wheels there, which will be reported back. We'll look at the IC on them shortly. You can see as details we've come to expect. Moving along, we've got the 8310, which has 6000 series green star and monitor. So it's a choice between the 3000 and 6000 green stars. These have wide Cerex bib Michelin tyres fitted as duals, twin beacons. There's 2 different styles of mirrors, steering knob, a few other little bits and pieces which we'll go through in the shop. We then have Mitas tyres, and we've adjusted the front axle on this one so you can raise and lower it. Full set of wafer weights, twin beacons, green star and monitor. See, everything just sits as it should do apart from that small wheel rim issue in there. I know if I don't mention that one of my viewers will. That leads us to the biggest one, the 8360R with front linkage, which we put weight on. Wide Cerex bib tyres. We've put the hitch balls on as well, which is when the IC functions. Dynamic hoses work in there, as you can see. We've got 2 8360s down this end here. Just nicely put together. The 8360 on the end has the block weight and narrow Michelin tyres, which is a nice addition. Go down well with the people who like doing root crops. Everything is attached as it should be. Take note of certain other mod makers, wheels should be attached. So we're going to have a look in the cab between a couple of these. So we'll see this one as it's laid out with the IC. We have opening door, telescoping steering wheel, tilting steering wheel. That does the hitch balls, switch spin foot and hand throttle, and back window. So that's space bar. The reason you can hear a noise when I press the space bar is because it also does forward to reverse. How this is set up. If we start it up, got all the working lights there, screens come on. We've got 2 different transmissions, as I said. So I remember which one's got which in as we look around them. there's our other transmission there. As you can see, still the same IC functions. No difference there. There's 4 different styles of front fenders as well between these. If we're going to do some checks, we would do the lights. So front and side, rear work lights, front work lights including the optional ones at the top of the windscreen, which aren't on all of them. And indicators as well. So we go to move off. So we've got the moving auto power and shuttle lever, accelerator pedal. So try it on the Pottinger plough, then the big baler. That's the plan anyway. Got some straw here to try it on. So it shouldn't struggle at all with this. I'd be very, very surprised. Given the size of the tractor to the size of the plough. It's a little bit dirty. So we'll just go once up the field. And give this a run on the baler. Working the seat suspension there, and the seat does pivot round to the right, so you can drop or raise the front axle as well accordingly. So all good in that respect. Good brakes on it. See the balls in there. So if I just head back into the cab and do that, balls have gone. There's a lot of configurations as we've come to expect with Dino's tractors. There may be more of these reviews to come over the next few days. I'm going to say at the moment. We'll see how it performs with this baler. Reason behind picking this baler, we know this one takes a lot of horsepower to drive it. So far so good. See just how slow it'll get going up the hill there. It's not bad at all. Lots of hoses connected up as there should be. Looking very good there. Using cab. Displays reading as they should do. Wasn't expecting a vast quantity of bales, to be honest. See what it slows down to going up here. Obviously with this tone of the bale we don't really need to do the trailer test with it as well. 13k going uphill. Not bad at all for this one. Picks up speed again. So really nice tractors. Get down the bottom and we'll have a look in the shop. Good, stop the tractor, ignition key turns off as well down there. It's another nice feature he's added in. So good match those two. So heading into the shop now. We're obviously under large tractors. I'll be very careful how far I scroll here. Mainly because there's some other ones in here I don't want exposed just yet. So there we go, standard configuration as it comes. So we can then add 470, 670, 870, 1010 wafer weights, or a 1010 block weight, front hydraulics, no front PTO option. And back to standard. Wheel choices. This is where it gets interesting, as you might expect. So Trelleborg standard, wide. Wheel weights, wide with weights. Design 2 on both wide and standard, and design 3 where they're inside the rim. Again on wide and standard. Twin backs, wide twins, with weights. So we can have a few options of weights there, as you can see, with the duals as well. Then all around, again with the weights. We can then go up to triples. Then back to standard. We've then got our Michelin axial bib in standard, wide, then with the weight configurations, then with the twin wheel options, and the triple options. What to be putting them clamps on. Back to standard, we've then got Xerox bib 2, so standard, then all through the same options again, as you can see. So I'd like to think there's a wheel choice for everyone in there. It does look good on the wide twins. Then triples. And we move on to Mitas, again with the same options as you can see. And finally we have the Axio bibs, which is not something that everyone will see on them, but something we certainly do see here in East Anglia. So standard, twin backs, twin all round and back to standard, then we're back to Trelleborg. And this design gives us warning signs or without, GPS yes or no, with or without IC. It just appears there. Front fenders, design 1, 2, 3, 4. Back fenders, standard or wide. Transmission, auto power, as you can see in there, or the IVT. Left, right, both beacons. Work lights, up here yes or no. Mirrors, design 1 or design 2. Starfire, standard as is. The 3000 with monitor, 6000 Gen 4 monitor, go back to standard. Steering knob yes or no. And finally 8235, 260, 285, 310, 335 and a 360R, which brings the price up quite considerably. So there we go. Dino is back with yet another fantastic John Deere mod. So that's where I'll be leaving this video. As soon as it's released I'll add the link to it. But for now I'll say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you again in the next one. Goodbye for now.